Well, howdy, y'all. Day 3. So we're over here loading what we're going to load up and take home. And cross our fingers because that shed is literally about to fall apart. And I'm just hoping. I almost called Jen because obviously she just got here to start recording.
And he's already...
Yeah, and I'm already way ahead of her. I almost called her and told her not to worry about even coming over, but I feel like I need her to follow me. And so anyway, I didn't. She's here. She's recording. I've got the shed already up there. I do need to pick it up and get that board out from under it where it sets flat. She can get over and get a close-up for that in a minute. Now I've got this floor that I'm fixing to load on there. And I've got the other floor all tore apart laying over there that I'm going to load all that stuff up. So we're going to see what we can scavenge off of this to make it, to make a, I don't know, maybe a deck or something out of it. We'll see.
Either a deck or a floor in the well house.
A lot of these boards are pretty much going to have to cut in half. One end of them is really rotten, but, you know, like the other half is still in pretty good shape. So we'll see how it all goes. We'll figure out something to do with them, I guess. There ain't no sense in throwing them away. There's still some usable stuff there, so that's what we're going to do.
If y'all been following us for a while, you know that we're scavengers like that.
Right, right.
We like to reuse stuff.
So I'm going to try to get this set up on there, and then we're going to put all them other boards on top of this and see what we can do about everything, getting everything situated so we can strap it all down.
You got straps?
A few.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I know they're probably all in your other trailer, huh?
No.
No? Well, that's good.
I honestly don't know where they're at. We use them for everything, so I don't know. They're scattered everywhere. Literally everything.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's get to work.
All right. No, the little one up front, where I'm not setting this on it. Just scoot it out of the way.
The grapple on that tractor was probably the best buys we've ever made, y'all. crawled off there again.
No, baby. Get it. Hey, to be picked up on one corner like that, it has to be holding together. Now we need to get those ramps set on the back of the trailer right there behind the thing.
Hunter makes those ramps look light.
They're hot.
Oh, they're hot.
Sassy. Hey, Hunter. Grab that other one and slide it over halfway. There you go. All right, y'all. Time to strap things down. I hope this thing holds together, because if not, we're gonna have a mess. But these walls are, you know, completely rotted off the bottom right here. I don't know. We'll see how it works out for us. I'm just gonna have to take it slow down the highway, because I don't think it would survive, you know, 55-mile-an-hour winds. We're gonna do what we can though. We got to get it strapped down, and already got a strap on the front of it. We put this strap around it to kind of help hold the walls in, and we'll see how it goes.
Hopefully the roof doesn't cave in. It's breaking.
Yeah, because that's where that big rotten hole is right there.
Yeah, let me show y'all. It's got a built-in skylight right there, and built-in vents around the bottom.
Yeah, it's going to take a lot of work, but you know what? I think we can make it work. I think we can put a little metal on it, cover it, and you know, make it work for what we need.
Just somewhere dry to put stuff.
As long as it'll stay together going home, anyway.
And coming back off the trailer.
It's hot.
And you were calling Hunter a sissy. It's hot. I need more.
Just pull it. I don't. All right, guys. So next step in this process, I do believe, is going to be putting a roof on this shop. And as we uncover things, we're going to have to take the tarp off. David had put these 1-bys to hold the tarp on. Of course, the tarp's pretty much completely rotted off now. And as we uncover things, we're going to have to determine whether we need to replace some of these fascia boards or not, because it looks like some of them are in rough shape. Further we go around it, you know, this one here looks like it's got a split in it right there. I don't know if it can be scabbed back or if it's strong enough to hold or not. It's just stuff we'll have to fix. Looks like these are all there. I just don't know what it's going to look like once we get these boards that he put up off. This one looks like it's warped a little bit, but that's not a problem as long as it's structurally there. All this rear fascia board, I mean, it's all there.
But it's not in the greatest shape.
It's not in the greatest shape. Well, like I said, once we get the boards that are holding the tarp on off, then we'll be able to determine more on it. But we got to come back over here and measure it all out, get the metal ordered because we're putting a metal roof on this shop. And yeah, looks like there might be a piece or two missing down in there. We may have to replace a little bit on this side, not much. But we'll be able to determine more once we get all this stuff off that was put on to hold the tarp, and go from there. But yeah, it's like I said, we're going to be putting a metal roof on it, and I'm sure that she's going to want to go with a light color. We'll probably go with like a white or something to keep, maybe even a galvalume to help reflect sun. We'll see how that goes, but that'll be our next process. We both left the house this morning and totally forgot to grab a tape measure, so I've got to come back and get the tractor anyway. So, you know, I'll just bring a tape measure over here whenever we come.
Wiley's taking some accountability.
No, it's all Jen's fault. It wasn't we, it was her.
I'm leaving that in there, so y'all know.
But fortunately, she's got electric right here, so it's going to be easy to get electric all plumbed into the shed, or the garage.
There's water.
Water right there. It's actually already in the garage. We already have water into the garage. I don't remember why we done that, but we did. But we put water in right here. So, yeah. And oh no, it's got a handle. Oh yeah, it's got water.
Now the water's on the ceiling. But as you can see, like the inside of the roof looks really good. There's no like water damage. The trusses look very structurally sound. They're not rotted or damaged in any way.
It definitely, I know, and this is what I told the lady that bought this place. Is she was talking about buying a small, like, or a shed to house and building it out. And I was like, you know what? If it was me and I'm the one bought this place, I'd be building this out into a house. I mean, save the expense of buying another structure and build this out into a house. I think for what she's looking for, we can build in here and make an excellent little house for her.
The concrete floor is awesome. It's very smooth, very nice. You could have this just as a floor. We could put flooring on top of it. We could figure out how to like stain it or whatever, like stained concrete to make it look nice or whatever.
Just glue down tile or whatever. But it's extremely usable. The biggest part is it is going to be a handicap accessible. So I want to put the shower in floor level, and I would assume the shower is probably going to go back here in this corner. We're not 100% sure on floor plans yet.
Yeah, so hang on just a second. What are we doing to the walls before we
kind
of run them through the idea of what we're going to do?
Well, of course, guys, right now, I don't even understand it. They put these studs on 40-inch centers. 40-inch. Why 40-inch? I have no idea. So we are going to be adding studs for 16-inch centers. Then we'll be, running plumbing and, electrical and everything all through. We'll be insulating and then putting, interior walls in, whatever her interior wall of choice is going to be. I don't know yet. I would assume that she's probably going to just want to go with sheetrock. We'll see. But ceiling, walls, everything, we're going to be fully insulating it and all that stuff for her. And then we'll be building out from there. I am going to do everything I can to keep all the water over here on this side of the wall just to make things easier. So, maybe like, L-shaped kitchen right here. Maybe laundry, washer and dryer. Then bathroom.
A nice big bathroom because got to be handicapped. Yeah, got to be wheelchair accessible.
I'm hoping that we'll be able to do all that. I mean, I know it's possible. I'm just not sure exactly what she is going to agree with. So we're trying to write out some floor plans for her right now. We've already sent her one. She really liked it, I think. But we'll see how that all goes. I'm sure, there's plenty of room for change on that stuff. But first things first, getting the roof on. Then we'll be in here putting studs up, insulating, plumbing and electrical, and then insulating and interior walls, and then we'll go from there.
Right.
That'll just give us a complete blank slate to start on however she wants her design. Mm-hmm. I know she wants it mostly open concept. Of course, bathroom will probably not be open. But I think everything else is pretty much going to be open concept. She wants bedrooms to be, just curtains to make them easier to get in and out of, handicap accessible. And
as far as the shower and the toilet go, we're gonna obviously it's up to the lady who bought it, but it would be nice to keep those closest to the walls because we are gonna have to cut into the concrete because those drains can't be elevated. The sink isn't gonna matter, the washer isn't gonna matter, but those drains have to be in the floor, which means we'll have to cut into the concrete and install plumbing for those.
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah, anyway, so that's big plans coming, guys. I'm not sure exactly how quick this is all going to play out, but I'll bring you guys along for the ride. And now we've got to see if we can get this stuff home without losing it all on the side of the road and go from there.
This is when I wish I had a dash cam.
Yeah.
just in case. Just in case. But
all right, y'all. As always, work hard, stay humble, and love God.
Amen. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. See y'all later.